Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel Law in Motion, where we dive deep into interesting and significant legal cases. Today, we are talking about a remarkable case from 1950, Ulla Mahapatra versus the King. It's a case that highlights how the justice system can balance punishment with compassion, especially when dealing with juvenile offenders. In 1950, a young boy named Ulla Mahapatra, just 11 years old, committed a shocking act. During a confrontation with Ranka, as Ranka was eating a fruit that had fallen on the ground from a tree standing on Ulla's land. Ulla advanced towards Ranka holding a knife. He threatened to cut Ranka into pieces, and in a fit of rage, struck the man on the neck with the knife. The man died on the spot. It was a serious crime, and Ulla was charged under Section 302 of the Indian Penal Code, which deals with murder. Now, typically, anyone convicted under Section 302 faces severe punishment, and Ulla was initially sentenced to transportation for life, a punishment common in that time. But here's where things took a unique turn. The Orissa High Court had to consider not just the act, but also the fact that Ulla was a child, just 11 years old. They had to ask themselves, does an 11-year-old fully understand the consequences of such an act? Is the punishment of transportation too harsh for someone so young? The court recognized that, yes, Ulla had committed a terrible crime, but they also saw his potential for reform. So instead of sentencing him to transportation, they took a different route. On the 24th of April 1950, the Orissa High Court made a landmark decision. They upheld Ulla's conviction under Section 302, but instead of sending him to a prison or transporting him, they ordered that Ulla be sent to a reformatory school for 5 years. So, what does this case teach us? It highlights the importance of considering the age, mental capacity, and potential for reform in such cases. Ulla wasn't let off the hook, but the court didn't throw him into the harshest possible punishment either. Instead, they balanced justice with compassion. Doli capax is a legal principle derived from Latin, meaning, capable of committing a crime. It is used to assess whether a person, particularly a child, has the capacity to understand the nature of their actions and, therefore, can be held legally responsible for those actions. Section 83 of the Indian Penal Code, IPC, expands on this principle by providing a specific rule for children aged between 7 and 12 years. It states that a child within this age group will not be held criminally responsible for an act if they have not attained sufficient maturity to understand the nature and consequences of their actions. In other words, if it can be shown that the child lacked the mental maturity to judge the wrongness of the act, they cannot be legally punished. To summarize, Doli capax refers to the capacity to commit a crime. Section 83 of IPC protects children aged 7 to 12 who do not have sufficient understanding or maturity to be held criminally responsible. And there you have it, folks. The case of Ulla Mahapatra versus the King is a reminder that while the law must hold people accountable, it can also offer a path to redemption, especially for those who are young and impressionable. What are your thoughts on this case? Do you think the court made the right decision? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell icon for more insightful legal discussions. See you next time.